All right, welcome into PrizePicks on 5 here on the 5 Reasons Sports YouTube channel. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. That way you get all of our latest episodes, as well as all of the other episodes covering the Heat, Dolphins, Hurricanes, and other teams in town. I'm Ethan Skolnick. You can follow me at Ethan J. Skolnick and at 5 Reasons Sports. Above me, I got David Eversole. You can follow him at David W. Eversole. And below me, I got Taco Bout Sports, David Friedman. Again, you can follow him at Taco Bout Sports. Use the code 5, F-I-V-E. That's the code, okay? Don't use another code. Use this code. This is the one where you get the great bonus. So you put down $100, they'll give you $100 to play with. And you don't have to play it all at once. You can play $20, $30. You can play the flex play if you're a little scared about your picks, or you can go all in and play the power play. And, of course, you can mix players from different teams, and you can even mix players from different sports. But today we're going to focus on the NFL. We know a lot of you come to us for NBA, so check out those shows as well. But the Heat don't play tonight. We'll be back before Heat Lakers. We do have a couple of divisional round games today, so we're going to key in on those. Let's start in the AFC. Mr. Eversole, what is your prized pick?
Well, I'm going to take the tight end for Tennessee, Anthony Firkser, over measly 2 receptions. I think they're going to try to take away Derrick Henry, and his status is still a little bit in question. So Firkser's been a safety valve for Ryan Tannehill, obviously. So I think 2 receptions is very favorable for him. And I also like him on yards, 17.5. Seems to be very friendly numbers for him across the board.
Mr. Freeman, what do you think of that, and what do you have?
Yes, I'm going Mixon over receiving yards. I almost went receptions. He's been getting over, I think it's 3 receptions. He's been over that a couple times in the last couple games, but the receiving yards seems pretty obvious. The Tennessee Titans, they're good against the run, and I look back at a couple of their games. The running backs tend to get the receptions more than the running yards here. So I think it's easy over 18.5 yards.
All right, I'm going to go with the number 2 receiver on Tennessee, not the guy that used to be the big stud, Julio Jones. I know AJ Brown obviously has become a favorite of Ryan Tannehill, and they don't gain that many passing yards, particularly if Henry is back. But Julio Jones has been in these kind of situations. He's a playoff player. He has more experience than a lot of the other Titans, and I just feel like Tannehill's going to lean on him in this game. 41.5 yards. I mean, 3 catches for 50 and you're over it. I think that they achieve that today. So I'm going to go with Julio Jones. All right, let's get to the NFC. Before we do, though, we want to mention they've got this prize pick promo going on right now. Patrick Mahomes, you can pair him with any of the ones we're talking about, and it's over half a passing yard. So unless literally he passes out and is taken out of the game on the first snap and it's a running play, he's going to get that, okay? So they're basically giving you a free square. So go, again, this is why you sign up. Use that code 5. Play Mahomes and any of the other picks that we're talking about. All right, let's go to the NFC. We're talking about the first game of the weekend in the NFC. Aaron Rodgers against San Francisco. Aaron Rodgers, as a Packer quarterback, is 0-3 in the playoffs against the 49ers. But it feels like this time they have the better team. Freeman, I'll go to you first.
I like the 49ers tonight. First of all,
okay.
Not that I think Rodgers will have a bad game or anything like that. I do like Kittle over 45.5 receiving yards. The last time they played this season, he had, I think, like 7 receptions for 90-something yards. Debo also, that 50.5. I like that there. I like a lot in this game, honestly. I'll let you guys go. But this game, compared to the other game, I feel like I have a good understanding of what to expect here.
I'm going to piggyback with you on this. The Packers don't handle the tight end especially well. It's one of their few weaknesses, and Kittle obviously is elite. I would expect, again, you go back to the guys that you trust in these playoff games, and Garoppolo's going to go to Kittle. What do you think here, David?
Speaking of Jimmy G, I think I'm going to take him over 218 passing yards. He had a really good game early in the season when these two teams met. And I think Green Bay is going to really focus on stopping the dynamic San Francisco running game and make Jimmy G beat them. And especially if they're behind in the second half, I think they're going to have to throw the ball a little bit more than they would typically like to. So I'm going to take Jimmy G over 218.5 passing yards in this game.
All right.
And I actually took him on completions over 20. So I'm with you on the way that kind of works out there.
Yeah, I think that's a good pick too. I like over the 20 completions for him. I can see a lot of short completions against this team as they try to control clock. Remember also, I know he doesn't call the plays, but he designs the game plan. And Mike McDaniel, of course, is hot in the coaching circles, including here with the Dolphins. I feel like he may try to show out a little bit in this game, maybe open it up a little bit more than they typically have. We've seen that with coordinators in the past. And we've also seen coordinators have really strong games when they're in the mix for head coaching jobs. Brian Flores, that was the case with him with the Dolphins, obviously, in the Super Bowl. So I hate to bring that up. All right, you follow Friedman at Talk About Sports. Follow Eversol at David W. Eversol and me at 5 Reasons Sports. Use that code 5. We'll be back with some LeBron, Jimmy, maybe Tyler Hero. We're not sure yet. Maybe
Malik
Kyle
Monk.
Lowry. Props, yes. Malik Monk, I would go over tomorrow.
Everything.
Over. Why? Because I'm going to be in the building, and I'm the one who said he was a terrible Kentucky product, and he has basically been on fire ever since. Have a great day, everybody.